Good morning, everybody. Um, just setting it all up, making sure it's all good. Okay, should be good. We should be there. We should be good. We should be good. I hope we all had a wonderful weekend after our workout on Saturday. Saturday morning is always a good way to start off, to kick off your Saturday. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm going to. What was I going to do? I was thinking about changing over my Wi-Fi because I don't know, it's stuttering a little bit. So I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or if it's my laptop. I'm a little unsure. But we're gonna try this one for now, and then I think honestly it's the camera. I think it's the laptop and connection. It's okay. We're gonna get started. I found my bottle as well. I left it in church, so now I have my bottle so I can drink enough water for this workout. So go ahead, take some water, and then we're gonna get started. We've got a nice lower body workout today. When I tell you I've been thinking about this since I created it, I really have. It's going to be a really fun one. The first part is all standing, and then the second half is all going to be on the mat. So make sure to grab your mat. I'm going to use some weights for the first half, and then the second half, just gonna do it as is. If you do want to use a resistance band around your legs for the second one, if you need some extra resistance, go ahead and use that. I personally should be okay. I know the kind of exercises that are coming up, and I know once you pile them on top of each other, you really start to feel it. So it'll be a good one for sure. All right, let me change my Wi-Fi. Okay, challenges. It's all on my phone. Let me pause my stream. I don't think I can do that really well. It's okay. You all can just see, and then I'll have to edit it afterwards. Whatever I walk through, wherever I am, in link of mountains, wherever I stand, and if ever I walk through, you just have my little singing in. I'm hoping this doesn't mess with everything else. My song on the stage. Yeah, okay. My challenge is that if I do that, oh, okay, it seems to be fine. It seems to be okay. Wonderful. That's good to know. So, just reset it up. Didn't like it for a second, but then I got used to it. Decided it was okay. Okay, good. Oh, just hit my mic. Hopefully that is all working fine. Anyways, okay, let's get cracking. So let's just do a nice little warm up. And then today I've got my glasses on, so hopefully we're going to see the time a little better. Yep, just swing our arms a little bit. And then we're going to do some high knee marches. This is basically all lower body. So we would really want to get a good warm up in for that. I've just realized that my camera is not set up in the best position. It needs to be turned over a little bit. But I'll do that after I warm up when I set up my timer. So for now, just bear with the fact that you can see the little painting on the side. Okay, so we're just gonna do some heel kicks into your butt. And then we're just gonna do some, so put your legs about just over hip width apart, just a little bit wider. And then we're just gonna do some sumo squats. So just squat it down, bring it up. Yo, honestly, the leg work that we did on Saturday, I felt it. I really felt it. I was not expecting it to be so much, but I really was feeling it because I play football on Sundays. And I usually avoid doing leg work on Saturdays for that reason. So I'm like nice and fresh in my legs. And so we're just going to do some reverse lunges just to warm up our legs. And yeah, honestly, I got to football and I was like, oh yeah, my legs, I can feel them. I can really feel them. So just switch sides. But it didn't stop me from scoring a goal. I'm gonna pretend like it wasn't my first goal. It was actually my first goal. Well, since I started playing football again, and I'm really not. I used to be a goalkeeper when I was growing up, so you can understand that goal scoring was not exactly my forte. I was trying to keep the ball out of the goal rather than putting it in. Okay, let's get the timer started. We're gonna get cracking on this. I seem to have figured out how to stop the sound from being a problem. So hopefully I really have figured out how to stop the sound. So we're going to start off with side lunges. So side lunge, we're going to keep your leg, and we're just going to do it on left side first. So we're just going to lunge it down and then bring it back up. I'm going to add some weight to this. And honestly, you can hold your weight in various ways for this. You could front rack it if you want, especially if you have two, you can front rack it. You could do more of a goblet hold, but I'm personally just going to keep it down in more of a suitcase position. Oh man, not much longer. And honestly, so everything is one time through, so really push it in each exercise. It's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, and no repeat. So once you've done it once, don't worry, you don't have to do it again. I said I was going to adjust the camera and then I forgot to. I'm sorry. We're just going to crack on. Going to do it on the right side, same thing. Same thing. So making sure your form is good, checking yourself. So keeping your chest up somewhat. If you're using a weight like me, making sure that you're holding it well, you're engaged in your lats, so you're really holding it. Your lats are those ones at the side of your body, towards the back. They help to hold a weight like that. Think of it like when you're carrying a shopping bag. That's what's really engaged there. And then, oh, this is good. Okay, that's the rest. Next up, we're going to do in and out squats. So this is, you're just going to stand like this, and then you're going to squat to the side, and then bring it up, squat to the side, and bring it up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my weight. You can use two weights if you prefer. I just can't be bothered to set up the other dumbbell. I had this already set up from Saturday, and so that's what I just decided to continue using. And it's about okay for the exercises that we have for us today. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh man. I'm sorry, my stream is still a little laggy. I just need to diagnose what the problem exactly is. I suspect it's the laptop that just cannot cope with having everything going on. Okay, next up, we're gonna have curtsy lunges. So it's a bit of an awkward movement. So you're gonna lunge backwards and to the side. So you're gonna bring your leg back and to the side. That's your lunge. And we're gonna do just on our left side first. So there we are. Wow, my lips have just gone so dry. I put on lip balm and then they are just still dry. Speaking of football, we're in the dome at the minute because it's cold, and the air in there is so dry. It's like you run for a minute and you're like, can I have like a bucket of water to drink? Because it just dries out your mouth. It's crazy stuff. So we're gonna do the same thing, curtsy lunge, but to the right. Again, with these like reverse lunges, usually the biggest place you're gonna feel it is on the opposite leg to the one that's sort of working. It's really that stabilizing leg that's the one that you're gonna feel it in. So I'm totally seeing the problem. It's the app that I'm using for the camera. There's a big lag going on there. I decided to like connect it up with like the cable today, thinking that that should be better. It does not seem to be that much better. In fact, it may even be worse. So we have learned a lesson there. Okay, finally for this set, we're gonna do a wall sit. So please try and find a wall. And then we're gonna do ankle raises with them. If you don't have a wall next to you, just do ankle raises. Ankle raises, you're just gonna lift up your ankles and down. Okay, if you do have a wall, go ahead and sit on that wall, against that wall, and then you're gonna bring up your ankles whilst you're on that wall. Try and keep your hands out of the mix. Oh my goodness, my mat is in the way. Yeah, there we are. That's better. So actually this weight is really just helping me to keep my hands from just being everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Because what you really want to do when you're sat there is like, all you want to do is shove your hands onto your knees. But that's going to help take off weight, which we don't really want to do. We want to keep that weight on. Oh, we had done all the standing stuff. That's quite fast. It's fast, right? It was good. So next up, I'm just gonna slide this one over. We don't need that anymore. I'm gonna make sure that the camera is adjusted well for the fact that I'm gonna be on the floor. So let's just move it down a little bit. Sure, that'll be fine, I guess. And then to the side of it. That's better. It's better than it was. Okay, so next up, I just need to change over my timer as well. So let me change that timer. Wonderful. Interact with this. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna get on the mat. We've got 15 seconds to get prepared, so we will do that. So we're gonna start off with a single leg glute bridge. First of all, on the left side. So you're gonna lay down.
Ready,
you're gonna have one leg up,
go!
and you're going to raise up your hips. So you can go ahead and join me. You can keep those legs out forward, or you can just keep it closer. It doesn't particularly matter. And what I found a really good tip for glute bridges that I heard was to, instead of thinking about pushing your hips up, thinking about pushing your knee to the wall opposite you. So I'm just thinking about pushing this knee all the way over there and you will then really feel it in the glutes.
Ready,
set, that's good.
Go!
So we're gonna do the same thing, but on the right. So you can just stay laying down. I always like when you're just doing mat work and then your rest time is just on the floor. It's a good feeling. Just already laying down. It's a good one. Okay, let's get ready. Same thing, other side. So honestly, this set, there's a reason I said that I was looking forward to this. It's because the way that this is gonna work your glutes, this whole section, especially this max section, that's my favorite part, is really gonna target a lot of those glutes, more so than maybe your quads or anything else. But you're gonna get a rounded leg workout with some other aspects of your side, the side muscles in your legs. We're going to be working as well.
Go!
We already worked our ankles. Okay, next up we're going to be on all fours. And we're going to do leg raises. First one on the left and then on the right. So you can go ahead and be on all fours. And
ready,
then you're going to stretch
go!
out your left leg and then raise it up. So just keeping it straight. So some key pointers here are to keep your belly engaged. So keep your ribs in line with your hips. And when you're lifting up, you want to keep that leg straight. So the emphasis is not to curve your back. You're not trying to curve your back. You're trying to keep that very neutral as you lift up. So it's just targeting your glutes. And then, okay, that's good.
Ready, set, go!
And then, yeah, you're just really trying to target those glutes by lifting it just gently up and then down. Keep it all controlled. Keep that belly tucked in. Talked about it before, belly button to spine. That helps as well.
Go!
So it's not that you're sucking in, you're not like breathing in, but you're just focused on having those abs engaged, you know? And that's something that you can think about all the way throughout your day, is to just be keeping your abs engaged. You know, maybe you're carrying your groceries, or you're carrying your child, or whatever you're doing throughout the day, you're gonna start to think about your abs like being connected, being engaged, so that you're able to make sure that you're maintaining that good posture at all times and prevent yourself from injury, from problems. You know, a lot of back problems are from not engaging your abs and your core the way that they're supposed to be. So even this glute work is all like sort of connected to that having a good core, because it's like the base of your core, really. Okay, so we're gonna go do some side leg raises. So you're gonna lay down like this, and we're just gonna keep it neutral for now, and we're going to raise it up. You can totally do this laying down fully if you would like. So either one, again, keeping that core engaged, you're connecting, you're really thinking about bringing it in together. And then you're gonna focus on that outer leg. The outer glute is really gonna work. So you can just focus on that as we're doing this. And we're gonna stay on this side, and we're going to move our leg to the back, keep the rest of it neutral. I'm gonna lay down for this one. And then same thing, but with your leg to the back instead of neutral. Okay.
Ready, set, go!
I can't see the timer very well. Okay, there we are. We're gonna get started. And so this is going to work sort of the back of the side of your leg. So it's gonna work sort of more here. The first one was sort of working there. You should be able to feel it. So if you're not feeling it, maybe add some resistance. So the resistance band would be good. You just put it around your legs, the top of your legs. That would be a good one. If you're not feeling it very strongly, that is. And then you can also try just making sure at every point that everything is engaged the way it should be. Oh, I can feel this. I start to slap my legs. Okay, we're staying on this side and we're going to do some lifted ankle clamshells. If you can't do the lifted ankle business, just keep it like on the ground, and the clamshell is like this. So it's literally just lifting up, hinging up your leg. It's going to really work that back of the glute. I'm going to do it with the lifted ankle. It helps to give us a bigger range of motion. I think we are going. I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Okay, we were supposed to have been going since. So yeah, just make sure that you're hinging. So you're going to keep that hip forward. You're not trying to open up your hip. Your hip should stay neutral. All the things in your core should all stay neutral in this. And the only thing that should be moving is your leg. I can really feel my glute working. Okay, good thing that glute is mostly worked. So we're going to switch to the other side. So same things that we just did. So we're going to start off with our side leg raised neutral. So just taking it to the sort of more to the front or just straight up in line with your core. Wonderful. Today we are aiming to be on time. Even though we had a little delay, with some technical challenges that we're just trying to overcome, we're still trying to be on time. Oh man, I can really feel this. You know, the interesting thing about when you switch sides is that because your glute was already working in stabilizing and everything, and it was the one that was working, the active one. Now when you switch over, it's so much harder because that one now has to stay engaged to help with the stabilizing. And now the active one is the one that was stabilizing before. So it's already tired. So now we're gonna lay down and do the same leg lift, but to the back. I really like these sort of low impact, more like Pilates style workout sections. I find sometimes they give me such a better burn, like a specific burn, than more generic movements, just like squats and things. Obviously, there's a place for everything, I would totally say. I wouldn't say to just limit yourself to one. They work your muscles differently, and so you're going to get a much better rounded performance and functionality in life when you're pairing them together and training in different ways. So you want to make sure you got some active movements in there, like power movements, like plyos. So we're going to stay here. We're going to do the clamshells with the lifted ankles. Next, same side. And you want to get some plyo moves in there. You want to get some, let's get started. You want to get some sort of more Pilates moves. That's not a necessity, but I personally really like them. I really like the low impact nature of them. And then you want to get some strength training in there. That's really good as well. And then also getting, the resistance training is really necessary, you know, building up higher amounts of muscle to fat ratio in your body is really going to help you out long term. There's so many studies showing the benefits of that. Oh man, I can really feel it. Especially as you age, you're going to be so much stronger. Okay, we're going to do side inner leg raises. So I'm just going to switch to the other side again. And we're going to put one leg, the top leg, over like this. And then I'm just going to, I'm going to stay like this. And we're going to lift up this leg that's straight on the floor. Just going to focus on bringing it up to the ceiling. And this should really, you feel it on the inside of your thigh. You should really feel it there. You'll feel it mildly engaged here because you're just stabilizing with that. Again, keeping your core engaged at all points, especially with these sort of more Pilates style workouts. You're gonna really want to keep your core engaged. Another movement type that you really want to be doing are cardio, especially if you want fat
Ready,
loss.
set,
You get some cardio
go.
in there. So that's why I've designed the plan the way I have. So we're sort of switching up between all of these types of movements. So just switching sides. Yeah. Whew. And this is the last one.
Ready,
and then we're going to do our nice little
set,
stretch.
go.
And then mobility as well. Making sure to get a good stretch in. We want to make sure that, you know, your body is able to move in all the positions and all the ways that it's supposed to. You know, sometimes we just focus on the movements that we want to do, but like life is not like that. Sometimes you have to lift up in a really awkward way, and if your body is not used to moving like that, that's when people get injured. And so putting yourself into like sort of weird positions is really helpful, really beneficial. We are done the active portion of this. Now we're going to move into a stretch sequence. We've got about 5 minutes. Let me know how you're finding it. So this is just a good one. I love me a stretch. Love me a stretch. So we're going to just stay sat down for now. Grab some water if you need. I'm just going to wait until we're done to grab my water. So get started just in that butterfly position. Chest up, back straight, and then just focusing on your legs coming down to the ground. Again, I've said this before and I'll say again, if you are not able to have the range of motion that I have, that is totally fine. Just focus on trying to get some of the movement. Oh man, this lagging is crazy. Is it even stopped? I'm like seeing it on a different screen. Ah man, I'm sorry guys. We're working on it. Actively working on it. Okay. Oh man, I think it's like stopped. It is stopped. That is not good. That is not good. What is going on? Okay. Next up, we are going to bring this sort of pigeon pose. So bring in the front leg bent inwards, and then you're just going to sit down on it. Essentially, you're going to feel this up all of that glute that we just worked, and the hip flexors as well. Okay, our workout is looking interesting with our streaming not complying the way it should be. We're gonna figure this out. I promise you guys, we're gonna figure it out. It'll be better every time, better. What I might do, I might record my videos, and then we do a premiere, and then I will do it like with you guys, and then I'll be active in the comments. That might be an option that will work better. So it's already there, it's not lagging, and then I just premiere it with you guys, and I'll just repeat my workout, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with doing that. So I think I might try that for Thursday. I have totally forgotten what the workout is on Thursday, but it will be a good one. I'm actually out of town for Thursday and Saturday, so this might work really well for me anyways, to do that style, to do the sort of more premiere style. But I'm sorry guys, I can just see that the stream is not streaming. I don't know why. I think it's just it's just really having challenges with the Wi-Fi. I switched over to my data. It's still having challenges. So we're just gonna do that style. We're gonna do Premiere. And yeah, then you'll have the video straight on my YouTube for any time. I mean, you can access this one anytime as well. But yeah, for that premiere, I really want to make sure that you guys are interacting in the comments, because that's the whole fun of it, to make sure you're building up this sort of community of different people that are going through this process. Okay, last stretch. We're going to do this child's pose. It's already 8 o'clock. So knees sort of apart, and bend down into it, and then just sitting into your heels. I'm gonna focus less on doing that and more onto pushing my legs down, rather than keeping my arms straight. I just really want to feel that in the back. There we go. This one's so relaxing. This is so relaxing, honestly. And then we are ready to start our day. It wasn't the best stretch. I'm sorry, guys, but